Alright, so welcome back guys, or welcome if this is your first time here. I'm Vision here with Blind Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm giving you guys my review for the 100 Season 7 Episode 8, Anaconda, and that is also serves for the not yet confirmed the 100 spinoff series. Now if the 100 is something you're interested in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That would miss more 100 related content from me moving forward. Now let's begin. Now, we start this episode off right where we left it the last episode, where Clark and Raven and the rest of the group have arrived on Bardo and they're holding the people hostage. Now Bill arrives and surrenders himself to them and tells his people to leave and have him and Clark talk everything out with her people. Now I like this entrance, and it was a very good introduction to the show. Now as they're talking, we do get Nyla who starts speaking in grander language, trying to hide the how they speak. However, during their communication together, it's revealed that Bill actually understands what they're saying and is familiar with the language. From there, we jump right into a flashback, giving us the story regarding that backdoor pilot of the episode. So we jump back and we meet this girl named Callie. Now right away we see her with her friend. We see that she's a bit of one of those rebel kids who has gone against what her father believes in and is into one of those protesting stuff, which is very cool and interesting. I like that. And we see her and her mom Grace, and she gets called in to have a video chat with her dad Bill Cadigan, due to the fact that the latest protest she attended got a lot of news and heat to it. So she ends up going face to face with her father, and you can easily see right away that she has a very strained relationship with her father, and that she's more connected with her mother, and as well her mother is also more on her side, and we realize that both her parents are divorced. As they're in the middle of this video conference, you got Bill, who's interrupted by one of his people from the Second Dawn, and tells Carrie to get her mother. Now once she gets her mom, Bill informs them that the nukes are dropping by using the code word Anaconda, where the episode title comes from. Now Grace originally does not believe him and thinks it's just a trick. However, he informs her that yes, this is true, and tells her to get Callie and get ready, because he's already sent a chopper to pick them up to bring them to the bunker. Now Callie is also questionable of this. She doesn't want to go. She doesn't feel like she doesn't want to leave her life behind. Her friend's there. She feels like she's betraying her friend, and she doesn't want to go. However, Grace talks her into going and says that if you don't go, I'll stay here and die with you. And then they eventually decide to leave and go join her father and brother at the Second Dome bunker after they knock out her friend. And then we see them fly towards the Second Dome bunker, and while they're flying, we actually do get a shot of DC being bombed. So now, from there, we got Kelly and her mom, Grace, who go to meet up with Cadigan and his son, Reese, who is, of course, Callie's brother. Now, we do get an introduction to the Second Dawn bunker people as everybody gets settled in. You got Callie, who is kind of coming to terms with what's going on, and she accidentally draws that they might be staying in there for the rest of her life, which begins to cause a panic. One of the guys in the bunker wants to get his girlfriend, who was left outside. However, one of Reese's partners, Tristan, is stopping him, as he doesn't believe that she should be saved, because she's not a part of the Second Dawn. So he is forced to stay as his girlfriend dies. And amidst the chaos is interrupted as the bombs hit outside, and they are forced to close the bunker permanently. Now from there we go into, I guess, Cadigan's like little meeting hall, and you get to see a meeting between the family. Again, you got Callie, who's still questioning her dad's leadership. You see that he stole the anomaly stone from a museum, and he believes that it's their salvation and that he can use it to lead his people into the new world or whatever. However, Callie still, of course, doesn't believe him. We find out that only 92% of the level 12 Second Dawn people made it to the bunker in time, which leaves 8% of it unoccupied, which Callie gets frustrated with and wants to go save more people who are out there. However, her family objects to this. However, in the midst of them talking, she does hear someone outside and goes to try to rescue them with her friend August's help. However, amidst trying to get there, she is stopped by Tristan and her brother, who threatened to kill her. And at the end of the day, they force her to leave the person outside. Now, from there, we do have a 2-year time jump, and we jump to when our group, which includes Callie, Reese, Tristan, and a few others, who are going out on a scouting mission to get supplies. However, as they're returning back to the bunker, they notice something falling out of the sky, and this is where this episode connects with the previous episode from season 3, where this is Becca who returns to Earth, and once they see this, they bring her into the bunker. Now, as they're bringing her into the bunker, you got them talking, and we see how Callie has this huge idolization of Becca, which we had seen a little bit of earlier in the episode. However, as they are heading in, Tristan, who was with them, suffers from some radiation sickness. However, it is shown that Becca has the blood alteration, and she cures him of this and saves his life. Now, once in the midst of this, after that happens, they do bring in the medical. However, she is brought in to meet with Cadigan, and she begins hearing this sound of this weird sound, and she realizes that it's coming from the anomaly stone, and that it is something that she goes to investigate it, and with the help of the flame in her head, she is able to figure out the code and stop it, at which point she opens up the portal to another universe. Most likely, I'm presuming it was Bardo, and from there she and Cadigan kind of form a relationship, and he kind of welcomes her into the group as he believes she can help them reach this new world. However, Callie objects to this, saying that it's too dangerous. They don't know if this new world that they go to is, survivable. However, both her mom and her brother agree with her, saying that her father is right. He's going to save them. However, Callie still is not trusting him. And amidst this, you also got Becca, who's trying to push the blood alteration onto Cadigan, even though he really rejects it and thinks that this is their only way out. And we learned from Callie that there are people who have begun committing suicide due to loss in faith. Now, later on, we get some scenes between Callie and Becca as we learn more about the flame and just how much Callie does idolize her, and how her father got her into Becca as he thought she needed a strong female to look up to. And we also get some good information about, why Becca, named the flame what it is, and how it's her penance for what happened, and how she feels guilty for what she did. Now, she also informs her about how she believes the AI, which enhanced her abilities to hear things, is kind of what helped her. And then she tells her that there are symbols on the anomaly stone that don't make sounds, and she puts them into the anomaly stone, at which point it spins and this big beam of light happens, and she's transformed into it, or transported into it. And as this is happening, you got Cadigan, who shows up, and she is kind of taken out of the trance once he comes in, and he asks her what she saw. However, she refuses to tell him, saying that he would never want to know, and that he's not ready for it, as she believes it is Judgment Day, even though he says that they already faced Judgment Day. And from there, you got him demanding her to tell her what is happening, at which point she refuses, and you got Cadigan, who from that point places her under arrest until she is willing to help him. Now, from there, you got Callie later on, who goes in to warn Becca that her brother has found her journal and everything that she has written down in regards to the anomaly stone and the flame. And she informs her that Cadigan and her brother plan to murder her in order to get the flame and the information, so that her father can use the anomaly stone to what he believes is save humanity. Now, at this time period, we also get more information regarding the Grounder history. We learn that the Grounder language originated from Callie coming up with her own language after learning Spanish, and so that's where it came from. I still have a little issues with how fast the language changed, but I'm kind of giving it a pass there. And then we get more information about how it has to be done into someone who has the blood alteration, and if not, they'll be killed, and how the flame enhances what's already in the person already. Now, I really do enjoy these scenes. They were really good, filled in a lot of holes, and it was just very good to see. And we also learn at this moment that Kelly pretty much has raised up a rebellion, and her and her friend August has pretty much gotten a group of people to join them in order to go out into the world and survive out there, which I really liked. And you get this very touching moment between the two of them, and it just really something I really liked how they added in there. However, at the end of the day, Reese does show up and take Becca out to be killed, and we get to see her actually die from Callie's perspective. Now, following the death of Becca, you got Callie, August, and their group of rebels who confront Reese once they come back into the bunker following the execution. And we also learn at this point that the group has changed their names officially to Disciples and not Second Dawn anymore. And Kelly demands to have the flame. However, you got Reese who refuses and orders his men to get them back to their quarters and use excessive force if necessary. However, Kelly then moves on to challenge him into a fight, and winner gets the flame, which I really liked. It was very interesting. It would have been cool to see them actually fight, but it's okay that they didn't, and I like how it turned out instead. However, before they can even fight, you got Callie who takes out a gun and shoots Reese in the arm, and pretty much at that point, all hell breaks loose. And you got Callie and who injects him with the blood alteration as her mom treats him. Now, I don't understand why she would treat him, because we all know he would have gone after the flame anyway. So it's kind of questionable. I don't know. But Grace refuses, saying that she'll stay there and is willing to, see what the new world has for her. And so at that point, amidst the chaos, you got August who begins leading their people out of the bunker and puts a code in to stop Cadigan from following them. And you got Kelly again, who says goodbye to her family, and they're able to escape with the help of Grace. Now, once Cadigan gets into the main hall of the bunker, he and Grace have a talk, and Grace tells him that they have to let Callie go. This is what needs to be done. Shouldn't go after her. And it seems like for a minute that Bill agrees with her and goes in to comfort her with a hug. However, it's just a ruse, and he ends up kicking her out of the bunker, and she is forced to leave the bunker and go out without a hazmat suit. In a hazmat suit without the blood alteration, which I really liked. I like that idea, and I'm assuming she'll end up finding her daughter if the spinoff gets greenlit. Now, at that point, you also got Cadigan, who turns to Tristan and Reese and orders them to go out as well and find the flame, as they both have the blood alteration, which pretty much is good because it sets up them as the villains of this show. So I really like that. And then we got a quick scene of Callie leading her people out into the world, and we see them at a campfire, and August asks if it's safe, if it's a good idea to leave a fire going, and Callie says she's counting on it. That way they can bring in more people to the group and have a better chance at surviving on the ground. And then we do see one last shot of Cadigan as he begins to lead his group through the anomaly into what I'm assuming is Bardo at the end of the episode. And now I really like this. The only thing I'm going to take off points for again is that when our group gets to the bunker in season 5, there is no anomaly stone. So what happened to the anomaly stone after he left? I think that's a bit of a hole there, so I'm taking off points there. But overall, I thought this was a really solid episode. I loved it. The backstory to this was really great and great setup. And I think right now I'm super hyped and hope it gets greenlit. Now, from there, we go back to present day, and we go back to Cadigan again asking Clark if his daughter is in the flame, and Clark says yes, lying to him that yes, she is in the flame, not revealing that the flame is not in her head anymore. And Clark demands to see her people. However, Cadigan says that's not how this works. However, Clark threatens him and holds him at gunpoint and orders Gabriel to reopen the door. And once the door is open, you got Cadigan who orders his people to let Clark's people in, and you got Clark's people being led in, and it's revealed that Echo, Dios, and Octavia have become disciples and removed their helmets, and that's pretty much where the episode ends. Overall, I thought this was a really solid episode. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I really don't give anything a 10 out of 10, and I just thought it was a solid episode. Just a few little things that I didn't like regarding the anomaly stone, and a little other things that I didn't like, but overall, I said it was a great episode. So yeah, guys, that's my review with 100 Season 7 Episode 8, Anaconda. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That would have missed some more 100-rated content from me moving forward. And you can go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is linked in the about section of my YouTube channel. As always, it's been Vision here with Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.